With Malone on the bench. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Shaquille O'Neal. Doncic out there with Carter. Then it's Pierce. And it's Davis in at the 4. And for the Spurs, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Duncan out there with Robinson. And it's Hill. And it's Anthony in at the 3. Well, we expect to see sparks flying down in the paint tonight. Greg, a couple of very talented centers matching up head-to-head in this one.
But with the way the game is played today, we could see them battling at the arc. Modern bigs make their presence felt now all over the floor.
And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here's Hill. Leonard trying to break free. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
Greg, it just seems for the Mavs it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
Yeah, that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden-era Rockets.
For 3, Pierce sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
You have to be aware of the deep 3 from Pierce. This guy just has insane range.
Hill kicks to Anthony. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Here's Doncic. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. It's Pierce on the wing, covered by Anthony. Carter looking around. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here is Hill. Outside Leonard. It's back to Hill. Doncic with the block.
And good instincts from Doncic. His coaches and teammates love when he's in hustle mode and gets those blocks. And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
The 3 from Anthony. O'Neal with the rebound. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. No problems knocking that one down. Pierce has got 6 points.
And Pierce squaring up immediately after getting the pass.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
No, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Now, here's Doncic. It's Pierce on the wing. Fires the 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 9 points in the game so far.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Howard against O'Neal. Clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo.
Selfless pass by Butler. He's always ready to put the team's success ahead of his own.
Pierce kicks to Doncic. Shot from the wing. Again, the Mavericks score.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
Now, here's Butler. Tatum wide open. He fires one. From outside, off the mark.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And it's James missing.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Doncic kicks to Carter. Back to Doncic. Pass to Pierce for 3. Trying to get open is Davis. That's good from Paul Pierce on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists tonight. And a deep three from James. The long distance three is buried.
Flexing the range. LeBron too competitive to let the last three go unanswered.
Left side Pierce. Over Giannis. That one doesn't go. Now San Antonio takes it the other way. From deep three-point range, another miss by James. Mavericks leading by 11, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Antetokounmpo. LeBron against Carter. James left side. Here's Howard. Tries yet again, and the layup is up and in. Howard's got it back down to within single digits for the Spurs.
Tough miss from Dwight, finishing through the hit.
Good job trying to get a hand in the face, but he's got to be more careful.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And he's good on the second.
A generational talent. Doncic able to carry a team and make others around him better.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock that one
out. That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance to catch up on some numbers and scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, in my opinion, the way the three has been falling for them here early on, you have to think they'll keep firing away.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. We've got Duncan. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Hill. Then it's Robinson, and it's Anthony in at the small forward. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Back to George. Misses off the right iron. Spurs trail by 6. And here's Anthony for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Outside Jordan. He takes it in, and he slams it down right on top of Tim.
You won't find a much more entertaining sight. I'd call that slam dunk contest level.
And it's Leonard, top of the key. Passes it to Duncan. And it goes down 2 points. Duncan's got his first basket.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Here's Hardaway. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Tim Duncan picks one up. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that. You want your bigs playing big. Rips it down in traffic.
Jordan finds Hardaway. Outside, George, down low, taken away by Anthony. Here's Hill, and Hill throws it down.
And that's leadership right there. Anthony wanting to work the rock over to an open teammate.
Right side, Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Jordan's got 5.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Spurs trail by 3. To the middle, here's Butler. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, with a strong presence, great toughness, Jimmy Butler has a major effect on the culture of your team.
And so Butler nails both of them. Dallas has gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. From deep, George. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jordan. Here's the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 8 points for him.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo. A guy who always seems to make the right play.
The pass to LeBron. Malone with the block. And they're able to recover. James outside. There's the triple. It's good from long range.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Jordan with it. Now guarded by Tatum. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Yeah, Malone is an absolute nightmare on the offensive glass. Does a great job of establishing that position for that putback slam.
Pass to Howard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Mutombo is some nice D. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Another miss by James. Mavericks leading by 3. Butler with the steal. Butler on the way to the paint. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
To the middle, here's Malone. And it's Malone finishing it off.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
The power to shoot a clean 3 from any distance. One of LeBron's many weapons.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work. Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Hardaway over Butler. Hardaway, no good. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
5 seconds left in the first half of the game. From deep, George.
And that's a great job by Giannis of altering the shot. This has been a dominant performance defensively.
And that second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
What can you say? Shooting is a premium in this league, and you can see why.
So with Malone sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Davis is out there with Pierce. Then there's Doncic, and there's Carter. And it's Shaq in at the 5 down low. Hill against Doncic. Outside Anthony. Down low, Robinson. And it's Shaq with the rebound. Shaq's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Davis puts it in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You see the weight that AD's added to his frame over the years now invites contact.
Right side Leonard. Tries it from 19. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got 3 assists in the game.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
A playmaker of Doncic's talents wasn't missing that gap. He quickly gets the ball to the wide open man.
A 3 from Leonard. And they get it back. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. Back to Duncan. 5 on the clock. And here's Anthony from the arc. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
We've seen this before. Carmelo Anthony is taking over the offense.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
Please give a big round of applause for your Spurs Youth Dance Team. Substitution on the court.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Inside, Butler takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
What unselfish play from LeBron. You can tell he wants to get everyone involved.
It's Pierce on the wing. Jacks up a 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pierce. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Giannis passes to Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
What an athlete Jimmy Butler is, getting off the ground fast to slam it down.
Yes, that goes in. O'Neal's got the game tied up here for the man.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
In the corner, it's James. A three-pointer off the mark. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Davis in the corner. LeBron against Doncic. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Howard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum way outside. And it's rebounded by Dallas.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Beyond the arc. Tatum no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And stolen by LeBron. Jumps up. Blows the dunk.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle staff game has been going for Dallas.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And also, they're continuing to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
When you think Vince Carter, dunking is probably the first thing that comes up, but Vince is also someone who can be a first option. Tremendously talented.
Pass to James. Now Howard. Guarded by O'Neal. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Howard.
Nice use of physicality by Dwight Howard inside. He really doesn't hold anything back.
Outside, Pierce. The pass to O'Neal, and the dunk by O'Neal.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Howard. And there's the drive. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Howard's got 4 points in the quarter. The runner. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The team relies on Davis for this. Keeping the play alive and finishing at the rim.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And the game still close.
Feeding off one another.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Dallas calls timeout.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace their brand of basketball.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. He said, I love how we're shooting basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So with Howard sitting on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Anthony. Robinson is out there with Duncan. And there's Hill. And it's Leonard in at the 2 guard.
I love how aggressive Carmelo Anthony is inside, making the D compromise with the foul.
Both free throws good from Anthony. The Mavericks leading. A drive by Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
And Leonard gets it to go.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
Pass to Jordan from the arc. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hill against Hardaway. Outside Anthony. Plenty of space. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
These shots help Carmelo get into rhythm. And this is why his teammates, they say shoot it.
Hardaway dishes to George. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
San Antonio calls timeout. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
So both teams making some changes here. Spurs trail by 4. Outside Butler. Passes to Tatum. On deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. Tatum's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Doncic with it. Butler covering. Doncic kicks to Jordan. Another 3 for Dallas.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Doncic against Butler. James fires from way outside. Good, and Butler gets the assist. Butler's got 6 assists in the game. Here's Doncic, and it's sent back by Howard.
Tremendous defensive effort from Dwight Howard. He knows how to get the job done on that end.
Out to Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. George passes to Doncic.
2 minutes remaining.
Jordan against James. The 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Jordan's got 14 points here in the second half.
Yeah, putting the team on his back as he often does. The tighter the game gets, the more Jordan wants the ball.
Mavericks leading by 4. Launches it. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds. Doncic against Butler. Tatum on the wing. He dishes it to James. He kicks to Howard. It's rebounded by Dallas. O'Neal's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. And it's out of bounds to the Mavericks as Dallas retains possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Tatum dishes to Butler. Back to Tatum. San Antonio again missing. Here's Jordan. And the dunk by Jordan.
And there are nights it really doesn't matter what you do defensively. MJ is going to score, and this is looking like one of those nights.
And Antetokounmpo on the follow.
And a big-time playmaker. When the game is up for grabs, give the rock to Giannis.
Personal foul.
San Antonio foul. Jimmy Butler.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Team foul.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. And here's James. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Out of bounds, Dallas takes possession. 43 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Doncic. Jordan outside. Back to Doncic from outside the arc with the putback. It's good on the putback. And the Mavericks lead by 10.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
Takes the three. And they recover it.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time GA this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that'll do it, folks.